Jack White called up one day and ordered some tube amps and horns, and almost as an addendum, he said, oh, and I'd also like one of your spinning Janus horns, but I'd like you to hang it upside down for my ceiling. And I thought about it, and I said, well, I think I can do that, but it's going to take a bit of engineering. And he said, well, why don't you just think on that for a while. It's just one of those irresistible ideas. It did take quite a bit of engineering. The first thing that had to be solved was the general topology, the structure. I did a drawing of it, and it looks remarkably identical. Part of the reason for the onion top is that the machinery inside grew in altitude above the top rim of the cylinder. It's got 8 sections, just like the horns. I glued them all together and lacquered it. It was actually a fairly straightforward, simple process. What you get back in return for these sections is a geometric home run. It's very interesting looking. It definitely gives it a kind of playful, Seuss-like effect. The sound comes down and it gets cleaved into 2 parts, and then that emanates from the 2 bells. So what we have are 2 expanding wave fronts of sound, and it becomes a ricocheting smorgasbord of sonic wavefront, and it creates a stereo acoustic chorus effect.
You can easily hear the effect with the horn.
I'm able to vary the speed from just a creep along to very, very high RPMs. And even when it's creeping along, you can't stop the shaft. It won't stop. There's a lot of stuff crammed in there to make this seemingly simple thing happen. To suspend a horn that's driven by a belt and spins below a cylinder with a speaker at the back of it. And I have to be able to have sound pass clearly through this down into the horn. Yet I need to support it and drive it, and it needs to run true and concentric. I love these horns almost as much without the motor drive. Just one little push on the horn, and it'll just rotate for 5 or 10 minutes. You can visually see how the effect is being produced. It's relaxing to watch the thing. If you get into the habit of considering the possibilities, variations on all the themes around you, then maybe you'll apply that concept and stir the pot in a different way. I find that meaningful.